Hello everyone, good afternoon. How is everyone doing today? I am pretty excited today. It is a big day in the Stampin' Up! World. We have got, let's see, we've got a new catalog that just launched today. We have got new online exclusives that just launched today. We have got some new kits. We have got dollar days happening. We have got a new product of the month. It just goes on and on. And while you're grabbing all your favorites, you're also earning rewards. So I want to welcome you guys this afternoon. It's going to be just kind of a fun, casual afternoon. We are going to take about a half an hour. We are going to cruise the new I was going to say holiday. Oh my goodness, we're well past holidays. The new spring catalog that has all sorts of amazing products in it. So we are going to break open the pages of this. I'm so excited because until this point, I was not allowed to show the insides of the pages of the catalog. But I'm going to show you the insides of the pages, and I'm going to point out my favorite things, perhaps some stuff that you might not even notice in the catalog that is there. I have some samples of some cards that I have created, ones that I've been posting over the last little bit, and you guys can take a closer look at those. Let's see what else we've got. Oh, and because sometimes it's hard to know everything that is going on all the time, I am actually going to share my screen and I am going to show you where you can actually find all this stuff on the Stampin' Up! Website. I'm going to show you where all the online exclusives are. I'm going to show you where the kits are. I'm even going to remind you that there is a last chance list where you can get stuff on sale. And we're just going to kind of cover all that fun stuff as we enjoy a cup of coffee. So normally this time of year, I would be all about having a nice hot drink. I already had a coffee this morning. So this is actually coffee number 2, which probably not the best idea at 3 p.m. in the afternoon for me, but it's new catalog day. I'm not going to be able to sleep anyway, so at least I will be wide awake so that I can flip through the catalog and come up with some new inspiring ideas for you guys to create. Okay, so cheers with your coffee. Hello, hello, Linda. Welcome. We got Christine here, Kate here, Debbie's here. I hope you guys are having a good day. All right, so I am going to head down. Oh, I don't even have my camera ready. I was so excited. I was just chatting back and forth with my friend Lori. You guys know Lori. Lots of you have met her. And we really should do like a live together at some point and create together on Facebook, because I think I can just add her in. And we can create side by side. I remember doing this once. We remember doing it once a couple of years ago, and we should really figure out how to do that again, so that those of you who have not met my friend Lori that I talk about, you'll be able to actually see her and chat with her as well. But we were just chatting back and forth about, you know, what stuff we got from the catalog and staying up late to place our orders, all that sort of stuff. So I should let you know, those of you that took part in the product share, I stayed up late till the catalog went live and I secured all the goods. So I got everything that I needed for the product share. I'm so excited. That's always such a relief to me and a good feeling to be able to get all that good stuff. It is en route, so hoping it will be here within a week, and then I will start packaging it up so you guys can have a quarter package of all of the amazing stuff I'm going to show you today. And I'm going to give you lots of ideas over the next couple months and stuff that you can make with all the products. Okay, now Having said that, I was talking to Lori. This is what we were talking about. And because we're quartering packages of things for the product share, because Lori Bradley, my friend from St. Louis in the States, she did the exact same product share so that we could offer it in both Canada and in the US with all of the same freebies, all the stuff that we put into it. So I myself, right now, I think I have got 2 or 3 product shares left, just the way that the numbers ran, and I have to get a package to kind of do that last product share. So it gives me, of course, 3 extras at this point if you are within Canada and you still want to grab a product share. And I do believe Lori has 2 that because again, the way her numbers worked, she's got 2 to grab that are already ordered. So you can check out her, contact her, and we're gonna just keep it open, I think, until the products aren't available, right? So I will turn my form back on, and I think she's going to do the same, so that if you still want to get the product share, you can do that, okay? I did see the message, Pat, and you know what? It was a different Pat. I do. I know a couple Pats, and I had just put Pat, and it was a different Pat. So you were right. Yes, I got your message. Thank you. All right, so let's head down and let's check out this catalog, okay? All right, here it is. I've got my notes here. I wrote some notes just so that I don't forget to tell you about anything, okay? So as of today, this catalog is now online, and you can grab all of the good stuff out of here. Also is some new amazing online exclusives. I'm going to show you where to find all that sort of stuff. We also have dollar days. If you are not familiar with all of these things, all of the goodness that's happening right now, dollar days started today, and it will go through to February 2nd. And for every $60, that's Canadian dollars, that you spend, you are going to end up with an email that has a coupon for $6. Okay, I think in the US it is for every $50 you get a $5 coupon. Now I could be wrong, but I think that's what it was. Okay, you can redeem those anytime after February the 2nd. Okay, so as soon as the earning of the dollar day coupons end, then you can redeem them. So if you place an order that is $60, you're going to end up with 1 coupon. If your order is $120, you'll get an email and it'll have 2 codes in it, and continued on. So just kind of keep that in mind. If you're placing orders, you might want to round it up to the next $60 mark to get another $6 off next month. Also, product of the month, I'm going to show it to you. I'm so excited. I mean, the paper was beautiful last month, but who does not love a fabulous greeting? And it's all about the font. It's all about the style of the font. Am I right? And the new product of the month is amazing. Okay. And that you will get if you spend $100. You hit the $100 mark, it will automatically put up a little sign. In fact, there's a running tally, I think now, on the online page. So when you hit the $100, it offers you to get the product of the month for $5. You can put it in your cart for $5. You're gonna want this one because it's awesome, and I've already got it. I don't have it physically, but it is in. I ordered it, so we will definitely be using it. Okay, so I thought it might be better. I'm trying to figure out which is better. Maybe I will quickly go to my online store so you can see where you can find everything that you need to know and all the stuff that's new. Then we are going to take our time. We're going to flip through this catalog. Just go page by page, not super slow, but we're going to go page by page. And I've got some products here that I'm going to show you a little bit closer up so you can kind of see it. And I've also got some samples and stuff of some of the products that I've used, and I can show you the things that I've made with them. Okay, I've just done a few things, but you can definitely check it out. Okay, and there will definitely be more to come. All right, hello everyone. This is so exciting. I'm so glad you guys are joining me. This makes me happy. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to start by sharing my screen. It'll take me a minute just to make it so that it is full size so you can see my computer screen full size. Okay, so let's go here, and then let's go here. Yes. Okay. This is always the hard part because now I can't see any comments that come in, but I think that I am got a full size because I always, before I've done it and it ends up being a little tiny bit of your screen. I wanted you to be able to, you got to see it all. Okay. Okay. So this is the landing page. You can see there's the product of the month. Amazing. Okay. This is the landing page, Stampin' Up. So if you want to find me, you go a little find a demonstrator. And if you are within Canada, you don't already have a demonstrator, this is where you find me. So you can just pop in Sue Phillip, do a little search, and there we are. So I'm going to go like that. And you know that you have got me when you see the shopping with Sue Phillip up at the top. Okay. So landing page gives you, of course, here we have it. We've got a little look there. We've got our bonus days, which I was telling you about. We also have a virtual card retreat that is happening. That is January 22nd to 23rd. And that is actually a whole product. Like it is a code that you purchase. It gives you a whole bunch of product in a box. You get to be welcomed into a private group where they will be creating cards with the products from the card retreat. If anyone did the scrap box retreat that they did, that had the 12 page layouts, this is the same thing, but it's going to be for cards. Okay. So you can definitely grab that. It's a code, and you can do that. So let's just jump in. Okay, what's new? Well, let's have a look. We've got new arrivals. This is where you are going to find everything that is new. Okay. This is products. You can click on this one if you just want to see what is in the publication of the mini catalog. The virtual card retreat, that's what I was telling you about. If you want to know about that, this is where you click on it. And it is an event that Stampin' Up! Puts on. And there is a code in which you purchase the actual retreat in a box. So you purchase the kit, here it is here. And you have a private Facebook group. You make a bunch of cards, and the retreat goes from the 22nd through to the 23rd. So 22nd, 23rd, is it just the two? 22nd and the 23rd, yes. And it goes from 2 p.m. to 9 p.m. Mountain Time. But you can get recordings, okay? So it is, there it is there. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Sorry, jump in your face there. That is the code. Okay, $125, and you looks like you're getting 2 stamp sets. You are getting some designer series paper, all of this cardstock, envelopes, embellishments, flip flaps. I can see some fun folds being done with that. You are getting these dies as well. So you do get a lot of product, and yeah, it's a lot of fun. You make 15 cards of what are going to be made. Okay, so that's one of the things that you can grab. All right, so let's go to new arrivals though. Okay, here they are. All right, so you can see they have got, this is all the stuff that's new. whether it is online exclusives or whether it is from the new spring catalog. You can scroll through and you will see the new signs here, and that will tell you this was released today. Okay, these kits here, these are from the kit collection. If you have got young ones or want to give a fun little kit for kids, this is the first one they've had where you're actually creating little tiny pets, almost like paper dolls, but for pets, and then little crates and cages and just something really sweet. Okay, this here is the product of the month. I'm gonna blow it up so you can see it. There it is there. So this is Fabulous Sayings, and you can see the price is $5. So once you hit the $100 mark, this opens up and you can get this for $5. There is, I love it. I love the font. It's just kind of fun and playful, right? A happy birthday. We always need that. A good thank you. Hello. I use that on so many cards because you can use it for anything, right? You can do anything. You can do hello to a fabulous friend just because. There are simply no words for this. That's cute. Okay. And then it has some samples. They're using some new products in these samples. That's why I wanted to show them to you. This is the new gorgeous dies. I've not had a chance to play with these yet. I'm hoping to play with them this week, but they are from the Simply Beautiful dies. And they are simply beautiful. It's gorgeous. Okay. There is this is the beach set. Yeah, that's the beach set. I'm trying to remember which the official words of it. It'll come to me. We'll see it in a bit. It's kind of showing you a lot of the products. There's that tulip bundle, which is beautiful. But again, we're looking at the stamps, and then there's another one there. You're on my mind just because. There's all the samples. There's the stamp set. Okay, so that's our product of the month. If you want to just see what is in the mini catalog, there it is, Boardwalk Fun. That was the stamps that I was thinking about. This is all the stuff that is just featured in the mini catalog. There is so many cute things. These bunnies, I've been playing with them. I did a card last night with a team virtual gathering. I'm going to share it with you today. Oh, I love it. It's so cute. Nature Symphony, that is going to be my next month's, mind you, I haven't looked at availability. I'm hoping it doesn't sell out, but that is going to be my next month's card club because I love it. Okay. But you'll be able to scroll through. I do have these Easter time mix and match ephemera pack. I'm going to crack those open for you so that you can actually see these a little bit closer up. Okay. So I will open my package up, but this is where you have got all of your stuff. Okay. From the catalog. Now, if you want to see what is just online exclusives, not in the publication of the new spring catalog, you can just go to menu. You can go down to shop products and you can go to online exclusives. Now this is going to take you to any products that were either just released or products that have been previously released that you no longer see them in a publication, but you can still purchase them online. So there's a couple holiday things here that they are not retiring, so they are keeping them going. Sweet as a sweet jar, that was from before, right? But you can see the new ones. So here's all the ones that have the new beside them. These are all brand new today. I love this Peaceful Dog set. That's one of my next purchases. This lovely Blossom. There's a whole suite that goes with this. Beautiful. The fragrant layer dies. I've seen this put together. It's stunning. It's so hard not to want to get everything. So you have to kind of start with the stuff that you love, stuff that is going to be helpful. and also keeping in mind who you make cards for, right? Or scrapbook pages. This one here, if you have some equestrian people in your life, this is a great horse stamp set. They bring one out maybe every couple years, and I'm glad they have another one back, because this is a really good one. I love the little barn as well as the big stamps as well in there. Okay, so you can have fun going through all this stuff, and then keeping in mind these ones here were just released last month. The Petals of Beauty, and this one here, Big Little Things, all the animals, as well as the vellum. That stuff was all released before, but this is where you find it all, okay, if you haven't been able to find it. All right, and then the last thing I want to show you, let's go back to what's new. So we've covered the new arrivals. These are classes. Again, there's different card classes that are still available that Stampin' Up! Puts on. You've seen the mini catalog, the virtual retreat. I just want to remind you that there is in this section here the specials. It goes over the bundles, because when you purchase a bundle, you get 10% off, right? So that's a bit of a savings there. But this last chance list, it does get updated from time to time. And you know, if you're wanting to pick up stuff right now for next year for the holiday, there is some stuff that is marked down, and you can choose, you know, if you want to look at things that are just 30% off, 40% off, 50% off, you can flag them. Okay. We've still have the 12 days of Christmas on there, which actually has a ton of beautiful spring stuff. I'm going to finish doing that. Oh, no. I didn't want to do that. Cancel. Hold on. I just want to finish sharing my screen. How do I do that? Hold on. I'm going to shrink it down. This always takes me a minute every time. Let's get out of that. Move this out of the way and get rid of that. Okay. I'm back here. Okay. If you still want to get the 12 days of Christmas, then with it, and you can grab it through Lori or myself, or if you already have the 12 days of Christmas and you have cracked it open and you're like, what am I supposed to do with all this stuff? It's pretty, but I need some ideas, some inspiration. Both Lori, Bradley, and I still have, I have got in just my regular link that you find everything updated. I have got a PDF, and together Lori and I just each did 12 different projects, one for each day, and we have a PDF we have combined it together that has 24 different projects, all the measurements and the videos that go with them. Okay, so let's crack open the book, shall we? Are the scissors coming back? Question mark. You know what, Linda, that is a good question. To tell you the truth, I cannot answer that at this point, because I have not, I worked yesterday all day, and I haven't had a look yet at the leaders video from yesterday that kind of gives us some insight in things. So I will go back and I'll have a look, and so I'll see if there's anything posted anywhere. I mean, our paper snips is, I'm sure, what you're referring to, because man, they are the best paper snips for all your fussy cutting. And yeah, they were trying to resource them because the place where they were getting them from, they couldn't get them from anymore. So that's why you haven't been able to get them at this point. So I'm hoping they have figured that out, because I don't want to have to use any other paper snips. They're like an extra hand to me, right? I'm used to them. All right, so let's look at the catalog. Shall we go through together? This is so exciting. Opening it up. Okay. So with the catalog, they always, I'm going to just widen my screen just a little bit. And I'm going to bring in some goodies that I've got here. And I got to show you the little Easter card I made last night in our Stamp It Canadian little virtual gathering we had. because I think it turned out pretty cute. Okay, so we have got just a few highlights of products. There's a set, see all these little squares, all the different pattern squares. There is a bundle and papers that they're perfect for scrapbooking, but I've seen a lot of people use all the different patterns on cards as well, just as different layers. So I will show you that when we get there. Okay. Let's just skip over all this goodness. These are those cute little animals, right? Oh, they gave us a little sneak peek, and those ones were all released just right now. These beautiful, cute little cards, the butterfly kit, as well as this adorable little paper animal kit. I mean, I don't think it would be good for, say, like 3 or 4-year-olds because they would get frustrated, and I just don't think it would go together very well, but there is definitely a certain age group, I'd say like 6 to 10 type of thing, that they would love it. Okay. So we're going to start with their scrapbook kits, all-inclusive kits. So these include all of these goodies together. They include a recipe, basically a recipe that will walk you through how to make each and every one of these pages. So there's 6 pages, double layouts, and it will actually tell you, it has all the papers, everything you need, and it will actually mark down like this piece, and it has like a letter and a number, because I've done one of their kits. I did the B one that we had, I think it's in the annual catalog still. I can't remember, but it was easy to follow. I had little mini post-it notes, and each piece I cut, I put the little code on it so that it was easy to put together. But it does include a lot of stuff, step-by-step instructions, and also little white pieces of paper that you can put on the page so that you know what you have to replace for your photos. And it will give you a list of photos to have ready too, what sizes you need. So this is another one, Exploring Nature. And they do tend to go with, some product suites as well, so that if you want to mix and mingle some die cutting and all that good stuff, this, would combine beautifully with the Nature's Symphony bundle and all the beautiful dies from there. If you wanted more detailed dies, a little beach time one, which of course coordinates with our boardwalk fun. Okay, and then we've got your memories and more cards. I love turning these just into little mini cards like this. It's perfect because you can get the package, and then you can get a package of memories and more card bases and envelopes. So you can just automatically turn them into cards. All right, so this is what I wanted to show you because I haven't. All right, so let's pull it open. Let's start looking. So for this one, I've got, I wanted to grab it because I thought that it would make some very cute little 3x3 cards. You guys know how I love using these packages to create some beautiful 3x3 cards or note cards. So I thought I would grab it because it did have some cute images in there. They do have some soft puffy stickers in here. If you did the 12 Days of Christmas, you would have had a chance to kind of check out the little puffy stickers that they put in those, and I think it'll be the same. They'll be the same puffiness, but they've got some of those elements on the scrapbook page, which is pretty. Okay, so looks like you get, I'm thinking 2 of each. Yep. So there are, like, look at that bunny. That's sweet. And I love this. So they're a good size, and they're nice and thick, so you can pop them up on your projects. But you got some Easter eggs, some beautiful wreaths, tulips, a nice watercolor feel for sure. You got some lilies for Easter, little bouquets again. You got some Easter eggs and watering cans scattered. So Definitely Easter, but also just spring. And then we got a basket, this cute little bunny, and again, some more floral pieces. So those are what is in the ephemera pack right there, the Easter time mix and match ephemera. So that is all that is in there, okay? 6 sheets, pre-cut, ready to go, okay? So I wanted to share those with you so you could get a closer look, because sometimes it's hard to see what they're really going to look like when you just flip through the catalog, right? Okay. We got these beautiful papers. Love the fact they have some more templates for us and cards and tags. Sip of the coffee, everyone. Yeah, I think I need to try some of these out. We should make it a mission to work through these, right? That would be a good idea. Okay. Let's see here. This is not new, but what are they trying to tell us here? Oh, new packaging. Yes, well, we have seen the new packaging for quite some time, well, at least a few months now. Skinny. I have mine now in buckets that I can kind of flip through, and I keep the dies and the stamps right beside each other. Okay, so that's what I've got going on. And you can get really reasonable buckets. My suggestion to you would be to actually take, and I say this even when you guys have seen my rainbow bucket of card bases, where I have a whole bunch. Basically, I've got every color of card base, and I have them all done to standard card bases, and I have them in a bucket. So therefore, when I'm making a card, I can just pull out a card base. Now, to find the perfect bucket, everyone asks me, what bucket? Where did you get it? What I did was I took an actual card base with me. I took it in my purse, and I went to where I seem to be having the best luck is dollar stores, yes, but also just like whether it's Canadian Tire or whether it is Walmart or any other little kitchen organizing area. They have got some great stuff for using for storage, and it's whether they, it's supposed to be meant for probably in fridges and things. If you can find something that's just ever so slightly bigger, you don't want it too big, then you take this with you and you make sure it fits. You try it in. So same with this one. You want something that's going to be not super oversized, but something that's going to be slightly bigger, so there's a little wiggle room, and then you can just pop them in, right? Dollar stores has the right size, or Michael's. Yeah. So, but bring your packaging with you. And the nice thing is the dies and the stamps are all in the same packaging now. So therefore, you'll be able to use the same buckets for both. Now, during transition, that's always, the problem is we're transitioning from one sort of packaging to the other. This is almost the same as a standard card base. So I have put my card or my stamp cases, I've put them in the same boxes as these now. So everything is in boxes, like buckets that I can flip through. Okay, so that's my suggestion for the new packaging. All right, so there's one of those little Easter and more ephemera pieces on there. Very cute. So we have got Reason to Celebrate, and it's got basically every reason that you would need in there, except for it doesn't have Mother's Day and it doesn't have Father's Day. I wish it did, but it doesn't. But it has got every other occasion in there. So if you need graduation, birthday, has it got retirement? Nope, it doesn't. Another wonderful year. I like that. What a party. You're the best. Special day. You could use that for retirement. Yeah. So there's that one. Now, I'm going to pull out stuff that I've created or friends of mine have created as we go along the way. Welcome Baby. This is very cute and sweet little set. And Marcy, Stampin' with Marcy, I posted the other day this card. So I do a swap with some amazing ladies across Canada, my silver sisters. Love them to bits. And we do little swaps when new catalogs come out. So this is the one that came from Marcy, and this has this little bunny. Isn't that cute? And this is the lovely stripes embossing folder. It's a must-have. It is amazing. To me, it looks like ribbon. It looks like ribbon across the card, but I do love it, okay? She's layered it with a little bit of vellum in there too. But that is one of the images, and it's from this set. Very cute, okay? We have got some larger. There's our Mother's Day, Father's Day, and Happy Valentine's Day. If you like to have a big greeting, and then you just have to add a few little elements to it. Okay. We have got, let's look at our sweets and bundles. Okay, so this one here is gorgeous. I had a request. Deb, I do believe Deb is here with us today. I had a request to use this suite in a month of creating in one of my card clips. So I will keep my eye on products, and if the month that it is available, because I will be able to use this. Let's see here, I've done January, February, I probably know what I'm doing. So either March or April, this one could definitely come into play. The paper is stunning. Here is a box that I created during sneak peeks. This was a one sheet box that came with a little card. I did the card in the envelope. I know I have them here. They're all piled up. Let's see if I can find it. There's the card, and I had the envelope last night as we were going live because I was showing it to everybody. There it is with my team. So if you want a fun little one sheet, create a box, a card, and a matching envelope, you'll be able to find this one on YouTube now. It's uploaded to YouTube. Okay, it's a really easy one. I used every piece except for literally a little square here, every piece out of 112 by 12. And it's nice because it matches, right? But this is a beautiful set, and there's kind of gold in the papers. They're so pretty. I have not used these dies yet. They, like I said, they have been using them a ton. Just trying to see if I have it right here. Here they are. And I'm hoping to crack this one open and use it in the coming week. Like, look at these pieces. They're just so detailed, and you can see how they layer up right there to create a beautiful flower. So you've got the petals, and you've got the details for the petals, and then you've got the layers to make a larger flower with this as the center, or there is smaller little flower pieces too to do a smaller one with a little center. Okay, so they have it for creating flowers or for stamping flowers and die cutting them out. But it's just so pretty. And I happen to have a couple weddings coming up in our family. A couple girls getting married. This set of dies, wow. So this alone, like, can be standalone. You could definitely use that as just some leaves. I know it goes, these two pieces go with the stamps here, but the rest of these little corner pieces, this set of dies, which again are on this box, and it's on that little tiny, the card that had the little bunny that layer up, are amazing. So even if you don't need something for weddings, you can definitely use these pieces. I just want to see this detail here, the corner. Did they use it in something yet? Nope, I don't see it yet. I want to see that. See that pretty detail? They're 2 little corner pieces. I bet you they're going to have a sample. But the papers steal the show. Love this one. So pretty. It's all part of the product share. There's the corners. So see how beautiful those look on the corner of scrapbook pages. So that's 1 run of the die, cuts out 2 of those. So these are the little details that, you know, you flip through and you see stuff, but you don't really see stuff. You know what I mean? So they look beautiful just overlaid on the pages. And then this ephemera pack is vellum and gold. This was the freebie that Lori and I put in for the product share. So if you did the product share, you have a whole package of those beautiful gold and flowered ephemeras coming your way. Here, look at that. Love it. Okay, there's the ephemera pieces right there. You can color on them, or there's some that are just plain gold. A close-up, there's the small and the large flowers. And then I think they've done like maybe a little bit of shading I can see, using your blending brushes and shading just a tiny bit over the edges. But this is like petal pink, coral, and what is this one here? Flirty flamingo, I'd say. Yeah. Amazing. So pretty. Okay, Valentine's, made with love. So out of all this stuff, I do love the papers. Couple things that a couple people pointed out to me, and that is I missed this embossing folder, and Lori, as we were doing our 12 days of advent calendar, she used this on one of her cards and it looked beautiful just in white as a background. So this is a beautiful embossing folder, and I think you could use it all year round, because hearts you can use any time of year, right? If you're thinking of people for weddings, special occasions, and this is just such a cute little pattern. It could be used for a background for just a cutesy card. And then these little pieces here, I was ordering up this little package of loose Valentine's assortments. I was ordering it up for someone last night, and I mean, this is what happens. It's like, okay, one for them, and then it's like, click, one for me. So I ordered myself one too. I couldn't resist. So Christine, you have to blame for that one in my cart. So I ordered one for you, one for me, okay? And then I did grab that too. I could blame that one on Lori. But they're just, look at how the little pieces are so cute. They have the little love little note there, and hearts and lips, and I love them. Okay, so again, here's the folder, and then they have done the brayer on it and run it through, and look at how you have now got red hearts on your embossed piece. Think the embossing folder would be fun with baby white technique to get random colored hearts. Absolutely. Yes, it would. Or brayer it, right? But you could definitely, what Donna's talking about is the baby white technique is when you use a baby white because it has moisture already in it, and you add dots of re-inkers, different colors, and then you can take and you can dab that onto the surface of a stamp, or in this case, instead of brayering, you could dab those multicolors onto the hearts, and then when you would run it through, you would have multicolored hearts. I think that would look adorable. Yeah, I agree. We'll have to try it, I think. That's a great idea. Any other ideas? Check them out. We'd love to hear them. The many times and still miss stuff, right? It is so easy to miss it. And these little embellishments, again, I purchased them. Like, I remember when I did my pre-order, because I ended up getting this whole suite of products, which I'm going to show you my little cards in a second. And it was hard, you know, I found these as I was giving away. Who won these last night? D. D won these last night. But look at the little tiny Easter eggs in there. They have like little patterns on them. They're so cute. And then just like little candy dots. They almost look like the confetti candy dots that you use for fancy cake decorating is what it looks like, right? So they're in blue, and then probably in here, yeah, underneath this flap, there's yellow ones too. So there's blue and yellow, but there's little tiny mini Easter eggs. So I missed those until I found them in my stash to give away last night. Okay, so I'm going to finish off. Well, I'm going to show you my Easter card using these guys. So this is my take on Marcy's card. She had the little bunny from the Welcome Baby, and then I decided to create it. And this texture is beautiful. I think it's called In a Row. It's going to be in here, I'm sure. But it's a great texture. Almost looks like a quilt. But again, it's just so beautiful for spring. And even if you just use it as, I love texture with white. I don't know what it is about a white texture, but it's just so crisp and just adds so much. So even if you're going to have like a white layer as a backdrop, run it through a texture, and it does make such a difference to your card. So I just wanted to use the bunny, and I wanted the chick, and do a little cute little spring card for this one. And then as we were creating last night, I have a card that I did originally. It was a fold, and I'll show you that one later. But this was the result of the card that I made last night when we had our little virtual gathering. And some of you were here that gathered with us last night. And I told you I was going to put a greeting on it. So I figured I would do that right now. So I'm going to put this here. Easter's on its way. And this fun fold design came from my friend Barb, who's also part of the Stamp It Canadian team. Oh no, I'm missing the cutest little piece I was going to put on there. I have to see if I can find it. Where did you go? I did the cutest pink little bow. Did it fall out? I had it tucked inside. I was going to surprise you. And I'm going to put a little pink bow on the bunny. It was going to look so adorable. It's got to be in behind here somewhere. Excuse me. I found it. Got excited. I breathed funny. Okay, here's my little bow. And we're going to add this to this little bunny here. We're going to put it on this bunny's ear. I thought this would be the perfect little touch. This is twine that is left over from our advent calendar. It's like a flirty flamingo color, which is perfect with our little eggs and stuff. And there you go. Put a little bow. With the Easter basket, you can weave through, yes. So this here, you could weave colors through. I did. It takes a little bit of work, as some of you saw last night in our team little Zoom. But I took the same color, and it does little tiny strips. And I just burnished the strips a little bit to make the color just a little bit darker, and then I just put through 4 of them, and you just weave them in and out. The die actually makes these cuts, and then you weave them in and out. Here I have one here. So this is what it looks like before you put the weave, and then you use the little pieces. I don't have any of the little pieces left. I don't know what I did with the rest of them, but then you cut this, and it cuts little strips like that. And you can see that I mushed a whole bunch of color on it first. And then you just take the time, it takes a little bit, and you just weave like, remember when you were in like elementary school and you did weaving for We did it for Easter projects, all that sort of stuff. And you just weave it through. So you could weave colors. Look at this one here on this page. Okay. So they've got pink, yellow, shamrock. That's probably Shy Shamrock. And then Balmy Blue. So they have done a weave there. This one they've done just a blue throughout it. So you can do the little weaves in different colors. Or you can not. This one, they've just got those little confetti pieces in the baskets, but there's a piece to make a little ruffle on there and then the little bow. So I put this bunny and the little chick in there. These eggs, I actually cut from the paper, and there's the little rabbit. And it just folds down like that, and then it pops up. Isn't that cute? Yeah, I was happy with that. Okay. All right. So there is some samples from there. And this paper here will come to the sheep in a bit, but I used it across here as well. Okay. All right. So I think it's cute. Even a little stamp background. Yeah, lots of sweet stuff in there. And a couple more ideas. I mean, you could, on this page, they've done 2 baskets. So one and then another one cut out. And then they've created just a handmade box that's this wide and maybe an inch or inch and a half. And sandwiched 2 baskets on either end. And then filled it full of treats. And then put a little bit of the grass dye in behind. And you can see that they filled that up. Or you could do something like this too, with an old egg carton. All sorts of ideas, inspiration in here, right? So this brings me to this one. This was my original pop-up. And it uses these stamps and this gorgeous die. I went for a little bit of a green theme, as I do love green. Stamped. This is this beautiful stamp. And then this is it stamped and then the die cut out. This here is a die that's in the other part of, there it is there. See, there's the die there. So the other part of the bundle. And then you've got this little wooden piece in there too. So I think this is, and it has, I love the fact that it has a guy greeting in here because it's harder to make more kind of neutral or masculine cards. So this is using some of the products, and then I did a little strip on the back here. Okay. Now I do have a card that my friend Glenda Malt from Port Alberni did. And again, she's part of our sisters group. And this was part of the swap. Like, look at that. Isn't that beautiful? And then this is done with just gold foil. And her page is in my stamp room. You can check out Glenda. And we've got the gold on here. And this is, I love this greeting too. You make me smile. So that's, I mean, very simple. This is using the back side of this one here. Yeah, just strips of it. Easy. And texture. So with that huge stamp, you can do a lot. This has got my favorite ribbon in here, which is this one. So these are all, and they've been unraveling because I have been, this was my, I always do a product share for myself. So I have a little bit of everything as well. And this is the ribbon from the suite, and it is the Secret Sea. And it is just so light. I love it because it holds. I love the bow. You always have to do the bow test. And this one holds the bow really well. And it's not too heavy. And it can hold its shape. So it is a good one for cards. Okay. Yeah, what else can I show you? These guys are quite heavy. Those embellishments, I was shocked. Crystal won these last night, and like they're very, like the weight of these, I swear they're like, they must be made out of bronze. That's what it feels like. They're quite heavy, just so that you know. They're a heavier weight embellishment. Okay, so some ideas with our papers. We've got stamping right over top of them. So this is going to be perfect for those of you that love to make like junk journals. These papers, this set of papers, are going to be perfect for that sort of thing. And you can these already look kind of that grungy look, right? Just the way that the papers are, and then cutting dies and adding splashes and splishes and spritzes over top of them. They're going to be fun to play with. That's for sure. Because I am going to use them. It was very dark until I saw Ange McKay make a card. Yeah, it's as long as you mix. Some of the papers are darker. Linda's talking about these pattern papers, that she thought that some of them were quite dark. If you lighten them up with, you know, your layers and your textures, you're good, right? But some of them are a little bit darker. They're nice and rich is what they are. They're more regal colors. Okay, you guys know me and the bugs. I love the bugs. I have a little relationship with the bugs here, and it is based on, do I have all my bugs? They're in my bucket. I've already prepped. Okay, let's see. I've been busy today. I have been prepping all sorts of pieces to get all of my stuff ready for mailing out my kits for the bugs. So some ideas for the bugs. These are my club classes. So they're cute because the papers are adorable, but you can also cut out the bugs from the papers. But then I love these little berries. And these are the little embellishments. Those are, again, if you're doing the class, you get a package of that. You also get a package of those in the paper share. But they're just such sweet papers. And here I have, of course, I've got a bug cut out from the papers, but then I added some of these strawberry dies over top of the strawberries in the papers to make them like 3D, and there's a blackberry there. Okay. They're so sweet. So sweet. I know, I love the bugs. Okay, this one, again, just cut out a piece out of the center, the little rickrack ribbon for this, and all of these little snails and dragonflies. And then this is a diagonal easel card. That's for that one. And this is just cute. These are just stamped and cut out. But the dies themselves cut out so many images in one of the sheets of papers. Like here is, I've got these. I still have to put them on something. This was from the designer paper. And there is, like, this is a stamp, but then you also have the option to cut them out of the paper as well. Like, look at those. They're so cute. I have to put them on something still. Because when I do my card club, I usually add in a couple extra PDFs, ideas, in the back of the PDF that I do for the class. So some bonus designs. All right, so you guys have seen quite a bit, and like, look at the slim line or just a little focal. These are circles cut right out of the paper. Adorable. Okay, great for if you're someone who does jars of jams. Look at how you can use the berries for that. Little bookmarks. I love this for a little picnic setting. Look at the little ants across it. And, I mean, who doesn't love a little cookie box? Okay, so let's move on to Beach Boardwalk. This one I do not have yet. Although I do love all of these bright pastel papers. These would look beautiful for dies. And I do love these palm trees. So I am sure eventually you will see me grab this one, but I do not have it yet because I was not planning on doing this one for the first couple months of club. But it's cute. And I do like how you can do 6 little Ferris wheel seats at the same time and do them in different colors. That's quite cute. Okay. A little black and shading, very effective. Okay, now I've got a card I'm going to share with you. Something very, very beautiful and simple. Again, another one of my silver sisters. I got to find it here. My friend Tamara. Tamara's Paper Trail. Gotta love Tamara. She did this beautiful but simple design. So this here is one big die, right? And you can see that you got 1, 2, 3, 4 different rows of tulips. So this was pretty smart of her. I mean, she is a smart cookie. So she did this 4, and then she must have cut it into 4 strips and used them across the cards. And then you've got these pieces that cut out, and then you can take them and you can insert them into the pieces that are cut out. That's smart. This here is the texture that I did in behind my bunny. See that with the flowers and the stripes? And then a little twine. I love it. And then she stamped the set of little tulips here on the envelope. Perfect. So there you go. There's an idea. So I will be posting my cards from the swaps. I will be posting them on my page so you guys can see them a little bit closer up. But yeah, that one is from Tamara. And then the sheep. Okay, so you know I've been using the sheep. I did a simple design with, there it is, a scrappy design. So there's one with the little sheep. And I did post this one. You saw that earlier in the month. But this one I did for a little coffee and card with some team members that were local. And this came from, I think it was Jackie Williams that I saw did something similar to this. But again, this beautiful texture. I think it's called Beautifully Textured, I do believe. It's very delicate. I love it. And then this is the 3 banner punch. So just that same punch, but done with 6 different pieces of pattern paper. It is a great way to use up their scraps. But this sheep, adorable. So there's that card, and then this one I posted. This was my swap for the sisters group, so you'll see them probably post this one on their pages. I think I did 1 sheep on theirs. I think it's like that. Didn't have a friend, just this one. Sending flowers and sunshine. I added this little jumping one when I redid it. Yeah, so that is the sheep, but it's so cute and easy to do. And you can see how this, you can make them different colored sheep, or you can also use it as a background like that. Okay, very cute. And I love that it's a punch. Okay, we have got Hope, Love, and Joy. So you can insert all of these pieces in the center, which is a very cool idea. And you have all of these that you could use on little elements for all throughout the year on other cards and tags. So you can stamp it multiple times and then add your little heart or your little O. So you can add O. They keep the O out. You can add the O, or you can add an element in there. Yeah, they have some clever designs. Okay, if you need something that is definitely geared towards more kind of grunge and texture, masculine, here is your gears and texture. I love how metallics. So this grunge done in copper embossing folder, or copper heat emboss. This here is one of the Nature's papers that you saw previously, only they've stamped and used it as a background here. And it looks great. This one they've mixed in flowers too, kind of more mixed media feel to it. You can do a lot with those. These are the ones that I thought would be really interesting to play with. This here is a great little set, Joyful Squares. If you are a scrapbooker and you want to have beautiful corners, some little framing, and do a beautiful page like this where you have got 3, 6, 9 squares, it's classic. There's great spots for journaling. I love this, Little Snippets of Joy. I think that's the greatest little saying for a scrapbook page. And this one too, love these days. But you can have add some photos over top. You can make little frames, and then you can just have some beautiful, you know, elements of different patterns in there too. So it's kind of a cool set. And this one here, you can see on cards. You can use it on little cards too. And these are 3 by 3 squares. So in the package of paper, here it is here, square snippets. You have got, these are 3 by 3 squares. So these are 16 different patterns. And then here is another 16 different patterns of 3 by 3s. So for me, oh my goodness, I look at those, and you guys know how I love to do my little 3 by 3 note cards. Like, that's going to be easy. Add little greeting. It's going to be perfect. And then this page here, so you get 2 of each of these, I think. Oh no, you get 4 each of 3. So you get 4 of these. So yeah, 4, 8, 12. So you get 4 of them. So you'll have lots of different colored squares. And then this last one is 4 by 4s. So you've got 4 by 4 too, if you want them for cards. Yeah. So I love it. Perfectly paired. And I do love these little greetings. Okay, we have got, here is our big washi tape. Remember the washi tape we had with all the floral? They brought in one that is with greenery. The only difference with this one is you can take them single pieces out of your washi tape instead of doing like, I'm trying to remember what the other one was called, but it was like a full die that cut all of the pieces all at once. So this one you can cut out the ones that you want, and you can leave some in the paper and use them just for overlaying on white cardstock, which is really pretty. It almost looks like a faux silk technique if you were to crunch it up a little bit too, which would be pretty. So a greenery set, they always have a beautiful greenery set, and this is it, and you can get coordinating washi. Valentine's. So again, we saw this earlier, this one here. It was in a scrapbook kit, but they're just wanting to let you know that if you want to do scrapbooking by scratch, like you don't want to have a recipe, you want to do your own thing, you can get this just on its own without any of, the recipes that are included in it. And you can just get the papers and some stickers, and it's less. And then you can add in a stamp set. And these are my go-to. I always get one of each of these that are released. These are the 2-tone cardstock, and you often see me use this for layers now. And rather than getting a full package of every single color, I get these assortments, and you get 2 of each of the colors. And they usually release like different color combination packages with each publication. So there is all your pinks and your reds. I got this one. There is all of your earthy tones, which go with the Nature's Walk paper. And again, if you want all the things that coordinate, this is some of the papers with some stickers. And then if you're a scrapbooker, it just shows you can use and you can create scrapbook pages instead of cards. And it just gives you a little bit more of an offering with larger wording and stuff that you can use either across a card or for your scrapbooking. And then they have it for beach time. Again, I got these. I do love this stamp set though. I've been eyeing that one up. Here it is. So this you may miss. Lots of people have asked me when I posted a card using this texture. So this is that texture, this one here. Okay, this is this texture. And this is it here. So all in a row embossing folder. And you can use it Valentine's, Easter. Doesn't have hearts all over it, so you can use it for anything. It's just a nice kind of soft pattern, but good for spring. And these papers here, they may not look like a lot, but they are the perfect. Where did my little sheep go? My little baby sheep card that had all of this one here. All of these papers are these papers. I love these papers, the mixed up pattern papers, because you can use them for so much. Backgrounds and for little punch stuff that coordinate. You know, you want to find the perfect papers that aren't exactly the same colors, but it's assortment of patterns, but it's hard to put together patterns. This is the one, mixed up patterns, because whichever way you mix them up, they look amazing. So that is a great one just to grab. It's got some masculine ones in there and some feminine patterns too. So I have used those already. This one here I did not grab, but I mean, you can see how you can use it, but it's just not one of the ones that stood out right away. If you do love to do fancy envelopes, I mean, it's good for that, or framing in greetings, it would be really good. In fact, I love the trees and the snowflakes on this oval, right? We've got a shell collection. So this is just a standalone stamp set. Stamp on one side, then you can shade it in. They always have to come out with something kind of beachy. I could see how you could mix and match this with the boardwalk in different elements, but it does look great just on its own too. And do you see which texture they're using? The soft waves. That was one of my favorites I've been using over the holiday season. Okay. All right, I got to show you my Aspen Grove cards. I'm going to put my coffee off to the side. You saw me create these two. I did these live during my sneak peeks. And again, you can find this on YouTube. It's uploaded already because it will disappear off of Facebook probably, in a couple weeks. But I've been adding the photos so it's easier for you to find things on YouTube. So anything that I stream or I'm on live on Facebook, I stream it to YouTube as well. And I'm starting to add pictures of the actual projects so that it's easier for you to find them. So this is this stamp set. So they did this. I went and showed you this masking technique in the video when I did it live. And this is what they've done here, only they've done it in a longer card. And I do love that. And they put a little piece on there. But here it is full, horizontal, vertical, those ones. And then I love the fact that this is just embossed, not branches. I guess they could look like branches too, but also trunks. And I wanted to do something that was just a little bit of an element. So this was just a smaller snippet. So just 3 trunks and with shaded spruce instead of the old olive. And then this is the lovely stripes. So this again was one that we did at our little coffee and chat in-person gathering. Okay, so that's that one. So it doesn't look like much. Like when you see it, you're like, what am I going to do with that? But man, I love it because I love the colors that I would use with it. I love greens and blues. Okay, this texture I missed. This is kind of more of a grungy kind of texture. You've got Stone and Vine 3D. And I totally missed this one. So I did not order it, but in my next order, I'm going to have to grab it. And I love it when it's sanded. This is using two-tone cardstock, two-tone cardstock here, and they've sanded the surface of it to bring out the vines and the texture a little bit more. Here they've added some blending just to bring it out more as well. But it's a nice little background. It's a busier background, and you'd have to find the right things to go with it. But you know, I love any texture, right? Rethinking. Getting you rethinking a thing. I'm always keeping you thinking, aren't I? Okay, product of the month. There you go. We're at the end of the catalog. So don't forget, when you hit that, this is a reminder, I guess, for me too. I grabbed that greeting set. That is the product of the month this month. Oh my goodness, I love it. So don't forget, if you hit the $100 mark with your orders, not only do you open up the product of the month for only $5, which is that greeting stamp set that we have, but you're also earning $6 for every $60 that you spend back in a coupon that you can use. I don't think there's anything else to show you here. Nope, nothing else. Nothing else. But you've got lots of things that you can earn this month, right? So we've got our dollar days, so the $6 coupons. So remember, every $60 increments, but it has to be within an order. So you can't do, like, say, a $30 order and then the next day you do a $40 order and you think, okay, well, I spent $60. Are they going to send me a code? No, it has to be all in one order. So if you're doing orders over the month, and this lasts all the way until the end of the month, to February 2nd, actually. So as you're placing your orders throughout the month, just think $60 mark, and you can earn $6 for each one, and it'll add up by the end of the month for sure. And as you do it, for every $60, you're also earning 10%, so $6 in your Stampin' Rewards as well. So you're getting a $6 coupon and $6 in your Stampin' Rewards, right, for every 60 bucks. And then if you hit the $100 mark, you're going to open up that stamp set. So exciting stuff this month. All right, so any questions at all? I hope that this helps you kind of see in a different light all of the good stuff that was released today, as well as helps you find, if you're just tuning in, at the beginning of the video I shared where you can find the new online exclusives that were released today, as well as the 3 kits that were released as well. So if you go back, you can see where you can find those and where you can find me online. If you don't already have a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator within Canada and you want to join our Stamp It Canadian team, then you know where to find me there as well. Okay? All right, everyone. Well, happy shopping. Yeah, now I apologize for all of the new things that are on your wish list. I've got a few myself. Even just going through this time with you, I'm like, yeah, now I need that. So what could we do? We could be doing worse things, right? We're crafting, we're using our creativity. We are building community one card at a time and spreading some joy with our creations, right? All right, everyone. Have a great evening. And my big decision is what I'm going to create with next time I see you. It will be on Friday. I do have a couple work days ahead of me, so tomorrow and the next day. But on Friday, I will be going live, and you can definitely see me. I have to check and make sure I don't have any appointments. I know I have one in the afternoon, so I think that I will be going live Friday morning, either that or Friday at noon. I also like to do a little noon coffee and create, right? Our little connect, cuppa and create. So you'll see me on Friday next, okay? I'll post some stuff in the meantime, some inspiration for you, but I'll catch you live on Friday. All right, take care, everyone. Thanks for joining me. See you soon.